Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and this is Friday Night Rocks. For this particular episode, I'm kind of hearkening back to what originally inspired the idea of Friday Night Rocks, and that is to fit three tracks that are really contrasting of each other. Three tracks of music that are drastically different, and because I've done episodes where there's been a theme and stuff like that. So I wanted to kind of really throw a wrench in the works once again and pick three pieces of music that really couldn't be furthest away from each other in style and so forth. So starting us off for this three for the week is the Glenn Miller Orchestra's American Patrol. Here's a song that back in the day I got hooked to a lot of Glenn Miller's music actually through my grandfather, who had the soundtrack to the Glenn Miller story, the film. And I'm desperately searching to get this CD because I only had a cassette tape for a very long time, and it has since been played so many times it cannot be played any longer. There's nothing left on it. I've worn it completely out. Now this is an original recording, an original version. It's not quite the version that's on the soundtrack, and many of the songs are very similar, but I always held that soundtrack as being, the best versions of all those songs. But in any case, this is a song that was out in the 40s, 30s or 40s, and it's just got a whimsy to it and a cool sound to it, so check it out if you've never heard it. Following that, we have the Wu-Tang Clan's Bring the Ruckus, and talk about drastically different. I picked up on this song from my cousin who was down visiting going on like 10 years ago now, and this was among, a mixtape that he had, and I remember, sitting in a McDonald's parking lot blasting this, and everybody was like envious of like, whoa, what the hell is that, and let me just say right now that, if you're not familiar with Wu-Tang, you might want to turn the volume down, or if you have a sensitive palate when it comes to, vulgar terminology, put it that way, you probably don't want to hear it, but it's a badass track one way or the other. And finishing us out this week, we have John Williams's from the Superman soundtrack, The Planet Krypton. Easily my favorite track. This actually does beat out for me even the main theme of the film. And it's because in the first, minute of that song, I really get goosebumps. I love the majesty and the awe that it embodies. And John Williams, every piece that he conducts, he can pretty much say that's what's being put into it: emotion and awe and majesty, and any project he touches, that's what you'll have by the end. So that's going to pretty much do it for this Friday Night Rocks, and I hope you'll check out these songs. I'd love to hear from you if you've heard them before, or if you're listening to them for the first time, what you thought of them. And otherwise, I hope you're all doing well. So that'll be it for me, and I'll catch you later. Peace.